What's going on, world? AJ here. Welcome back to a new episode of AJ Tech. Let's step away from all this talk about your pathway into IT or me getting my Network Plus, and those videos are all well and good, and I hope you watched those and enjoyed my commentary on that stuff or my dive into that stuff. But let's get back to teaching some things. We're talking about SSH. What is SSH? It is a secure shell. It is TCP port 22. It uses command line interface. It's basically a way to remote into another system, server, router, switch, all sorts of good fun. It's encrypted and much more. So, without further ado, get yourself a beverage, hour, sit back, relax, take some notes as we dive into the world of SSH. So talking a little bit about SSH, again, it stands for Secure Shell. It is a network protocol used to securely connect and manage another machine, such as computer, server, device, network, whatever it is, all right? It's just another way to basically remote into a system to do configurations via the command line. No GUI interface whatsoever. It is strictly command line. This is great for like Linux machines, Linux servers. It's great for Cisco machines like your routers, your switches, and other Windows computers, even though they fight me all the time, all right? Windows likes to be difficult sometimes, all right? Linux is easy. Linux is so open source and great. I love it. It's fantastic. That's why my server is a Linux server, because I can securely, easily SSH into that. I can't do anything else on my other Windows machines. Haven't quite figured that out. I think it's probably because my laptop's a home edition and not a pro edition. On my desktop is a pro edition. I still can't get it to work half the time. But I can get it to work to connect to my Linux server, and we're going to demonstrate that here. Basically, what makes it secure? Encryption. It encrypts your data. It prevents eavesdropping, man-in-the-middle attacks, all right? It's better than Telnet. Telnet is basically the unsecure version of SSH. Everything is in the clear. The data is visible, all right? You don't want to use that in any type of environment, all right? Maybe in the lab, but you don't want to use that in an enterprise environment. It authenticates. It verifies your identity, passwords, public and private keys, all right? And has integrity, ensures that all data is not altered while in transit through, TCP port 22, through the networking layer, all right? So, no, transport layer. Layer 4, transport layer of OSI model. All right, so there you go. It uses basically a three-way handshake. That's what TCP does. It ensures that you get connection. It's not like UDP where it just throws it out there and hopes for the best. But enough of that. Let's talk about it. Let's open up a command line here. Let's do either terminal, PowerShell, command prompt. I'm going to type in terminal, all right? So I'm going to pull up the terminal here. Here's our terminal screen. Kind of get a little bit better view here. But I'm also going to open up command prompt because I want to show you something. I noticed some things the other day when I was playing around with PowerShell. It can do some Linux commands, all right? So for example, if you want to list your directory, usually you can type in dir to get your directory, and command prompt ls in Linux is the same, is another way to do it, but you can also do that in PowerShell. Command prompt, look at this, dir to list out your directory, ls, nope, don't recognize it, all right? Again, PowerShell, if you want to know where you're at, pwd, there you go, there's a pathway that you're at. Command prompt, if you do pwd, nope, don't recognize it. Not at all, not at all. Now if we do another one, what's another one? Oh, clear. Type in clear. Clears your screen. Type in clear. Don't recognize it. You have to do CLS to clear your screen. So, PowerShell for the win. It's superior. If you're like very familiar with Linux commands, you're going to do PowerShell do all right with PowerShell and some stuff. But you'll need to know some command prompt stuff. So we're going to stick with PowerShell for this one. We're going to simply type in SSH. Now, there's a couple ways you could do this. I'm going to do a way that worked probably once or twice for me. At first, just to demonstrate a couple things. So I'm going to type in my username for the server at abjserver-lenovo. I could have made that shorter probably, but here we are. I'm going to type enter, and it's thinking about it, meaning it ain't going to do jack crap for you because it's not going to find a connection to the server. There it is. No such host is known. Could not resolve the name, all right? And it's probably a DNS thing, whatever, who knows, because they'll pick up the IP address easily. So SSH, username, which honestly, I like this method better. So using my local IP address, now it's going to ask for a password. I'm going to type in my password here, and there it is. We are logged in to our server right here. This is it. This is the Linux server that I'm on. How do I know? Couple examples here. dir. Yep, there he is. You'll know by here. This is the Linux format right here. Username at the system name. This is the Linux command line, all right? Because I can type clear the screen. Even though I'm in obviously PowerShell right here, but I'm SSH'd into the system of the Linux server. So it's pretty cool. I really enjoy this. It's really cool. I can move to different folders within my system. Look at that. I'm going to cd into public here. Yeah, this is my server right here. This is where I just back up files. This is basically a file server. That's all it is. All right. So there you go. So that's SSH in a nutshell. It's pretty much all it is. And to get out of here, you can just simply type exit. And now you're back, and it says connection to the IP address here is closed. You're back into your main system with PowerShell. Yeah. All right. List directory is definitely different. So it's going to show you there. You can type in clear and all that fun jazz right there. So that's pretty cool. That's SSH. That's just another way to remote into a system via command line for like file transfers, coding, whatever you need to do within the system. There it is. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day and take care.